All right, so it's the new year. Everyone's setting their new year goals for 1 year. But I'm going to tell you one thing, which I think is so important to keep in mind, that I heard from Alex Hormozy, and it's that people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and they underestimate what they can do in 5. So people, they're setting their goals, their New Year's resolutions, they're saying them. I want to go to the gym for the entire year, or however big these goals are. So it just came to mind to me about this guy listening to his music, and I remember on Instagram he was like, I'm gonna become the #1 DJ in 2025. Guess what? I'm pretty sure he's not the #1 DJ, but he set a goal for 1 year. This year I'm gonna do this, but he didn't realize that he could do it for 5 years. And if he sets the goal for 5 years, it means he works towards that goal in the entire 5 years. He could probably accomplish that. So I was thinking about this for my YouTube channel. All right, so in this year, 2026, or let's say the year of the channel, you know, I could be like, I want to become the biggest YouTuber in the world. Not true, but let's just say that was what it was, my goal. Then I tell myself I'm gonna do it this year. Probably not gonna happen. And actually, I'm probably gonna be disappointed at the end of the year when I don't reach that goal and be demotivated. But if I give myself some expectations and tell myself, okay, in 5 years, I want to become the biggest YouTube channel. Now I have 5 years to work on this thing. I think that's a great way to look at things. And also, you got to make your goals realistic. Probably not the biggest YouTuber, but I want to become relevant. Okay, that's not one of my goals. Well, it is to become relevant, but in terms of the social media platform, but not to become like Mr. Beast or whatever. That's a different objective. But yeah, so in 5 years, if I keep at this YouTube channel at the pace I am, the growth I am, right, I have pretty slow growth. At the end of this year, I'd be happy if I had close to 100 subscribers and if I've uploaded north of 200 videos. I'd be very happy. That is amazing. Right now, my goal is to hit 100 YouTube videos, and once I do that, that's gonna be like, come on, brother, hit a milestone right there. That's pretty good. But if I keep doing that for 5 years, and I just stay consistent with it for those 5 years, just keep posting as often as I can. I try to do once a week. Then I do believe that I will see things take off. So yeah, especially because in those 5 years, there's gonna be a lot that happens, right? I'm gonna finish university by then. So let's say I have you become relevant. It's gonna be the perfect time just after university. Now, regardless of that, here's another little interesting thing, and it's the 5 years again, but it's a different perspective, and it's to plan your life or to plan your year, thinking about how your life is gonna look different in 5 years. And I heard this from don't remember who, but he's on Instagram and YouTube. He goes on podcasts. I don't remember. He basically said that you want to plan your life, your year, in terms of the next 5. So what does that mean? So let's say for my dad. So my dad, in 5 years, I'm going to graduate university. In 5 years, actually in 2 years, all the kids in the house, with me, I'm the youngest one, me and my brother, we're going to be gone. So my parents are no longer going to have kids in their house in 5 years. They're going to be in Canada living there. You know, our grandfather, or my dad's dad, is going to be 95. He's going to be 95, right? So just to think about the circumstances in 5 years, and then be like, all right, when my dad is 95, he's going to be less mobile, obviously. So this year, when I go to Canada, let's plan it so I'm doing stuff where he's mobile. So playing golf more often with him and making that more of an effort. So set your priorities by looking 5 years down the line and seeing what you can no longer be able to set as a priority because of just the way the world is going to have changed. I think that's a great way to look at it. But yeah, more importantly, they underestimate what they can do in 1 year. People, they overestimate what they can do in 1 year. I'm going to gain 200 pounds of muscle. And they underestimate what they can do in 5. Because so yeah, when you give yourself more time, and that's not time to procrastinate. That's like if you work on it for 5 years, right? So yeah, so with your New Year's resolutions, be realistic, and maybe don't set them as a year goal, but set them as a 5-year goal. But yeah, just something to think about. Obviously, it doesn't apply for everything, but you know what? I love this quote by Higher Up Wellness on Instagram. It isn't simple. I messed it up. It isn't easy, but it is simple. Bang. There we go. It isn't easy, but it is simple. All right. Peace out. Have a good one. Happy New Year and belated Merry Christmas. I've been quite busy, but I want to ramp up the videos now. And got some planning in my mind about doing some surfing in Sri Lanka and then recording that every day with vlogs. Hopefully get some meta glasses, get a GoPro, record my surfing, and then also record my interaction with people. All right. Peace out. Have a good one. Ciao.